So we're back in another WBC convention.
These,
How has it been your experience being here in Hamburg?
it's been not too bad. A little bit chilly, but overall it's been a good experience.
Yeah, you had a WBC Cares visit, right?
Oh yeah.
How was it? Tell us about it.
Oh, it was something. The children just went crazy seeing all the champions there, trying to get photos. Everyone just ended up swarmed to the point where we had to get individual cars because we couldn't get everyone on the bus out of there. I am the anti-bullying ambassador for the WBC, so my job is to give children an inspiration that they can look up to and be a role model and an example, and to tell them that they are not alone in their fight with bullying, as I am there to support them.
And you do a lot of things. I mean, like charity boxing matches, and you raise funds for kids, right?
Yeah, that is correct. The most I've raised was about $250,000 total doing these matches and for different causes. My recent one was Destiny Rescue from memory, and that one was to provide dental care and other health-related services in third world countries. Destiny Rescue, correction. I was thinking of a previous foundation, the Essen Foundation, but Destiny Rescue actually rescues children from child trafficking and those other ones. My bad, I just had them confused. They all just end up bleeding into one, but all of them have their own challenges and fights that have been memorable.
Yeah. You haven't shown that to the camera. What is that?
This is my championship belt, the one that I defend every time that I step in the ring.
How do you feel when you see the green and gold belt?
When I see the green and gold belt, it is a sense of pride, and it's also a reminder of what I am fighting for. There are days where I get frustrated at myself and things just seem to be falling apart, but then I look back at the green and gold belt and it's both a honorable feeling and it's also something that humbles me and gives me that reminder on what I fight for.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You're a lot younger in that picture, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
that was taken after the 57th convention, if I remember correctly.
Mm. How many conventions have you been to? WBC conventions?
Been to 3 from memory. So the one in Cancun, the 57th, and then had the lockdowns, so that was online, so couldn't really travel anywhere, but
yeah,
I've seen a few things from that. But then there was the Acapulco convention. That was a joy to be there. Was blasted. Now this is my third one traveling, but fourth one involved in the WBC.
Which have you enjoyed the most?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'd say all of them have their own unique charm that makes it memorable for me. Like the one in Acapulco, where I learned to backflip in a pool without worrying I'm going to hit my head on something. That was fun.
Well,
but then,
also training with Dunia and Bridger, right?
Yeah.
Dunia was showing you guys some wrestling moves, right?
If I remember, yes. Was some different exercises as well, and the workout was intense.
Yeah. And we had a nice Cares visit in Acapulco, too. What do you do during the Cares visits?
Talk to the kids and try to understand what they are saying. Language barrier. That's why I'm learning multiple languages back in Australia. to get an understanding and so I can learn more. And I give out little plush toys or hats, whatever I've got my hands on, I give out to the children in these various places.
What are you looking for when you upload a video, sending messages and
It depends on the topic. So with the videos, it's to try and spread a message across that bullying and abuse will not be tolerated. And it's an act of cowardice to pick on the weak. You're not tough, you're not strong. And if you want to earn respect, or if you want respect in general, then earn it in healthy competition. Don't be looking for it through fear or inflicting pain, because in the end, they're not going to respect you. They're just going to be afraid of you.
those messages? Kids listen to them. I mean, you give a lot of advice on what to do, how to do it, right?
Yeah, because I've been through these situations that these kids are going through with either bullying or just struggling in general. I can give them advice from my experiences, because from grade 1 to even grade 12, I was relentlessly bullied, and it got to, in grade 6, it was at its worst, where I was considering and almost attempted suicide, but thanks to Dad stopping me and asking me what the hell I was doing and getting me into the boxing gym. At the time it was Harvey Bay PCYC. I ended up finding my own purpose and my own strength and confidence, and that just clicked that I wanted to help kids that have been through the same thing as me, because these are the future leaders. They haven't enjoyed a full life yet, and they are dying because they are suffering in silence. So I want to give them their voice.
But it takes a vision to to center your attention in your goal, in your mission, and that's very clear for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always been clear from day one what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a boxer. I wanted to make a difference, and from there I've just been learning and improving. Of course, I've had my setbacks and times where I felt like giving up, but then I think about why I started this in the first place, and I just push my negative thoughts away and focus to creating a positive future.
Yeah. But you're also into, what is it, kickboxing or Muay Thai or
Kickboxing and Muay Thai, so both, yeah.
because
And a reason that I did that is so I can broaden my horizons and reach a larger audiences that may not hear my message because I'm just in one area, but through going to multiple different sports and communities, it allows me to spread the message even further than I have from just strictly boxing.
yeah, kickboxing and Muay Thai are similar, are they?
There's
or
some similarities and some differences. With kickboxing, it's more or less the Japanese karate, taekwondo based type of elements that go into it, whereas Muay Thai, it's a lot heavier. There's elbows, knees, clinching, whereas kickboxing, you can't elbow, you can't knee. There's some restrictions. And there's a large history that involves both karate and Muay Thai, which have created the modern day kickboxing that we know now.
yeah. And which of the three do you like the most? Kickboxing, Muay Thai, or boxing?
I'd have to say my heart is with boxing, because it's just a game of chess for me. It's always exciting and it's always unpredictable. You never know what happens.
Yeah.
True Muay Thai has that same essence, but boxing for me has just always been my heart. Muay Thai just allows me to expand the audiences to speak to.
But being a game of chess means that you have to be intelligent to play it, and you don't play boxing.
You live it. You gotta live for the sport. Because as we see with fighters, they're putting their lives on the line. And it's, honestly, it's always gonna have that risk, but you're always gonna risk it all for the things you love, or the ones you love.
Yeah.
When you find something that is worth fighting for, then nothing stops you, regardless of the risk.
Yeah. Where does the intelligence part come into the sport, into boxing?
The intelligence part comes into boxing through knowing what your opponent's timing is and to adapt to their techniques and then finding ways around it. So they might be a power puncher, but they may lack certain things like footwork or a tight guard. They might be fast, so you've got to adjust how you move to then match your opponent's speed and then find those quick opportunities to counter.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, us fans sitting in the bleachers, we just see two guys fighting and throwing punches. We don't imagine you need intelligence to fight. But you just made it clear.
Oh, there's a lot more that goes into boxing than what one realizes. The endurance, the overall drive to compete, to want to be better than your opponent, to win at any cost, to be a part of the WBC or to fight for a title in general. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. The dark depths of the mind that one will go to achieve that goal, even if it means putting their life on the line to get what they want, that desire.
Yeah, yeah. So, and just to finish, what message do you give to the young kids that are coming into the sport? What advice, what message can you give them?
Win or lose, you're never going to lose. You're always going to be learning in this sport, and don't give up because someone is telling you you can't do it. Trust me, I've been there. I started at 8 years old, and people have called me crazy for my desire to want to be a world champion. But in the end, I shut them out, focused on my goals, and ended up becoming a champion. Always believe in yourself. And if anyone wants to try and pick on you and say, you can't do this or you can't do that, test them in honourable competition. But they won't do it because in the end, they're scared to find out how strong you really are.